everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina. Yes! Alright guys, so for those of you that are subscribers to my channel and have watched my videos, I'm sure that you already know that I was a former resident of the Pittsburgh area for about a decade, and I definitely have a place in my heart and in my head concerning Century 3. So for those of you in the Dead Mall community, you probably already know that Century 3 is now being demolished, and I'm going to get into some of that news in a moment, but what I also wanted to do with this video is bring you some great YouTube channels and specifically some videos that I find very interesting and that I love to watch on a routine basis. So what we're going to do here, and by the way, this picture is one of my last pictures that I ever took at Century 3 Mall before we moved from Pittsburgh. So let's go ahead real quick and get into the specific channels that I want you to check out and also subscribe. So guys, right off the bat, Wally B26 did an awesome video concerning the day before demolition at C3. Now this is a video that is all done from a drone. I think you absolutely should check it out, and everything that I'm going to talk about in this video is all linked within my video page here. So please go check out the links, follow these folks, and you are going to really like a lot of the stuff that they've created. So Wally B26, gotta check out his video. Next up, I want to shout out a smaller YouTube channel, C&P Explores. They have been providing C3 update videos over the last few years. So guys, if you have not seen C&P Explores, please check them out. They do some nice walkarounds of the mall before it finally got fenced off, and also they just recently posted an update video about a day ago showing the installation of some of the construction fence. So absolutely check out their channel. Also, for those of you that love historic pictures of Century 3, please go check out Lostwestmoreland. So, obviously from Westmoreland County, Lostwestmoreland has some great videos with C3, pictures that I think you will find very interesting. Some really old school pictures. In fact, there's even one of the great pictures of when Richard Simmons was up on the second level for one of the radio shoots that they did at C3 back in the day. Now, got to give a big shout out to Ace's Adventures. He did one of the greatest videos after the mall had been closed. Now, I'm not a big fan of folks obviously entering the mall, but I definitely want to give a shout to Anthony. He did a great video. He always knows how to mix really good music, really good pictures, and always tell a great story. So definitely check out Ace's Adventures, and you will see, again, the video that I specifically am calling out here within my comment section, so check it out. Next up, please go check out Sal's channel and his specific videos about Century 3. He actually did, I believe, 2 or 3 videos about Century 3, and you'll see his expedition log is actually his series going and visiting dead malls and other abandoned places. Now, Sal also is a master storyteller. If you guys are into relaxing with YouTube, grabbing some popcorn and a drink, you are going to love Sal's Century 3 videos. Also, big shout out to Kristen with Unicomm Productions. She also has done some C3 videos. Now, her first video concerning C3 goes all the way back, as you see on the screen here, about 5 years ago. So that is about the time that the mall did close. I believe it was still open at that time, but definitely some great productions. And you will definitely like Kristen's channel. And for these last few folks that I've mentioned, Aces, Sal's, and also I'm going to mention Dan Bell in a moment, these have been the heavy hitters within the dead mall scene. We have a lot of new people that are creating content in the genre, so definitely shout out to all of them. But these are the folks that really got me into doing my own videos. Finally, we're going to shout out the Godfather and his Century 3 Mall video. Absolutely one of the greatest Century 3 Mall videos in my opinion. So please go check out Dan Bell's video. I think you will definitely love it. Finally, what I'd like to do is shout out Pittsburgh Dad. So for those of you that do not know about Pittsburgh Dad, are not from Pittsburgh, or maybe you've never run across the channel, definitely check him out today. Very well produced videos. He does typical Yinzer speak for the folks that are from Pittsburgh, and he did a great video a few years ago saying goodbye to Century 3 in his specific Pittsburgh tone and Pittsburgh vernacular. So definitely check out Pittsburgh Dad. Now guys, let's go ahead and get into the most recent news. Alright guys, first article up is going to be coming out of the Trib Live, and I'm actually going to quote from a few of the Trib Live articles here. I think they do a really good job writing, so definitely check out this article. I do have it linked in the video. DA files criminal charges against C3, calls former mall a monument to blight, and absolutely it was. Even before the mall wasn't closed, it definitely was a major issue. I remember riding around the property and the potholes on the road. It was horrible. Alright, so after the DA started moving forward with proceedings against the owner of C3, the owner of C3 obviously battled back through the courts, and they definitely fought, and said, hey, listen, we're trying to make things happen here, and, you know, obviously you can read the rest of this article on your own time, but ultimately, all of these battles in court just basically mean time and money, and also more resources being used by the town of Westmoreland. Very sad to see that. And here are some of those resources. So back in March, earlier in March, we had 7 individuals in various ages that were caught on the property, and all were arrested. Folks, please, 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 if you or anyone else you know is planning to go to Century 3 and go onto the property, do not do it. The mayor of Westmoreland has given multiple times, do not enter this establishment. Alright guys, finally we started the demolition most recently here, so C3 is coming down. So as it sits right now, as I'm cutting this video, parts of the parking deck are being demolished. And supposedly this demolishing is going to take a few years, unfortunately, and it is going to cost a lot of money. Now, the owner of C3 supposedly is the one that is contracted with the demolition company to make this happen, so that is definitely a good thing. And then finally, most recently, we have a public safety announcement where 2 more people were caught on the Century 3 Mall property, and they were arrested. Now, I believe these were folks that were underage, so they are not named here in the announcement from the Westmoreland Police Department. But again, it is very unfortunate to see that EMS and also police forces have to be dedicated to these folks that enter this property. Do not enter the property. Alright guys, so that is my quick update video. I didn't go into major detail of each article or even the post from the police. If you would like to certainly do that, again, I do have everything linked in the video. This also is one of my last pictures that I ever took of Century 3 that I wanted to share with you. So I really appreciate your time. Please check out those YouTube creators that I showed you a little bit earlier. And let's always remember Century 3. Have a great day. Bye-bye.